Okay, let me see one of your pretty hands. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with, which is really, really pretty. So we don't have to do too much. We'll just kind of clean up the tiniest bit around the cuticles at the very, very end. But we're gonna do a pretty spring mani, and we've got on some TV in the background. But I just figured I would just kind of let you watch and listen in and enjoy. Remember to follow if you're not already following. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and share with a nail lover friend. And I'm gonna scoot you in closer so you can see what we're doing. Okay, right now I'm just gonna go ahead and push our cuticles back. We pushed them back yesterday, so I don't have to push them back hard or anything, just a little bit. She's been in the garden, so I don't know what you might run into. Did you do anything in the garden that damaged anything that you know of?
Not the nail, I don't think.
What'd you do on your hand? You did? What'd you do?
My finger.
What finger? Where? Oh, I see. Oh my gosh. It's like a big bruise. What did you do?
Bruised. Tore.
Oh gosh. Okay, let me see this one. Okay. Yesterday we tried a new gel product on her fingers, and it was just gorgeous. It is a fiber gel. It is by, I'll show you the container here in a minute, but it's by Fox Nails USA. It's called Tosha, I believe. Really, really, really pretty, and it settled so nice. And not too fast, but not slow. It's like perfect speed. Let me show you how pretty these are. Just kind of put this a little bit lower here. Isn't that gel product gorgeous? And they're just it's so nice, so nice. And I didn't even have to do much like buffing. We did a little bit of buffing, but honestly, that two set extremely nice. And I'll do a review on it and show you guys the product and stuff. But today we're gonna do nail art. So first thing I'm gonna do is go in with my favorite Milky White. It's a sheer Milky. It is called Dreaming of Iceland. It's by Madame Glam. And it looks like just a really pretty creamy milky color. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a little thin amount on this hand first.
He repeats, he told me to get out 3 times, which may be him trying to solidify that part of the story.
If I've got too much, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip that off of the nail because I don't want to bulk these up. I feel like we have just a tiny bit right here that, yeah, just a really pretty milky. Okay. Let me get a little bit more on my brush here. Go ahead and put some over here.
Let's just back up just a little bit. Don't get some more details. When your dad hit you, you said he took medications or you did?
Okay.
You said he took medications?
Eldon is drinking a lot of water here.
Do you know what this is about, the one we're listening to?
It's safe to say he is
Or you just put it on?
The fight or flight response can lead to dry mouth and an engorgement of the nose, which causes itchiness.
I wonder when that,
This would
what's his
explain
name, Stearns is gonna go
all
on
this is
trial.
a red flag for markedly heightened anxiety. While he
thought
shouldn't
he
get
was
bit
in
anxious in the police
there
station,
for
he
something
and one of the
recently.
officers seem to already have a rapport.
He was in there talking about something. I don't know what it was though.
Interrogators.
Can he hit you because he hit you before? that what you said? He said you
This is gonna be a really pretty set. I think you guys are gonna like it. It's gonna be very springtime and a little shabby chic.
Before seems to be a question to clarify what the officer is saying.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do your thumb. So I'm just gonna kind of hold it up a little bit higher so that way we don't mess up the nails we've already done.
Eldon has also been trying to take time to think about his answer. It's unlikely he didn't actually hear the officer. He's just getting him to repeat questions, so he has time to think about the right answer.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. She's got really deep sidewalls, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe that off. If you'll go in the nuker with this hand, let me see your other one. Okay, there you go. Okay, you can relax your hand. There you are. I'm just gonna go ahead. I've got a lot on my brush, so I'm just gonna put it on a couple of the nails and then come back.
Claiming he hit him hard makes it sound as though it may have left a bruise or soreness, but he's basically pointing to
We're watching like the body cam stuff on these criminals.
A truthful individual would have an accurate place to point to. He's also engaging in a lot of lip compression movements, which once again indicates he's feeling
Is this that
nervous.
Ewu
He doesn't seem to have thought this story through
Ewu
at all.
crew?
This isn't surprising,
I think is what it's
since he's a
called.
very young adolescent. However, it's also
Oh, explore this
Eldon isn't as intimidated as most
on the
children would be in this
YouTubes.
situation. Lying to two detectives in an
So
interrogation
pretty.
room is certainly a bold move. This
Okay.
demonstrates that Eldon may not fear authority like the typical kid would. One of the features of children and teens with serious behavioral issues is a lack of respect for authority.
And he's chasing me to our road. Then we have to cut him. And he hit him was full.
Yeah, that tusa is really nice.
Did he say anything?
I'm gonna be a fan.
Well, said he was sure.
Did you find yourself like looking at your nails today and thinking like how pretty they were?
Then you have the guy.
Very smooth.
They were really smooth, weren't they? I know, I noticed that too. It's like really, really nice.
Shot him 3 times. Head, jumped down. Then what happened? Can you tell me? You're doing good. I know it's a tough deal, but
Eldon's claim
let's get
that
your
his
thumb.
father was outside shooting seems to be corroborated by neighbors who heard a gunshot earlier in the evening. That isn't all they had to say either. Some of the neighbors had a few interesting things to say
Get a
about
little
the
bit more
strange
on
family
here.
next door.
Did you need a drink or anything, Jandy?
Okay, just one?
One single round.
You don't want a Friday night cocktail?
Hour ago, hour and a half ago. There's a lot of weird people.
Okay, okay.
Okay, if you'll go in the nuker with that hand. And you can just do 30 seconds because it's Madam Glam, so it's fast. Okay, let me see this pretty hand. Okay, you can relax it. Let's do, I want to try out this blue. It might be too light for what we're doing, but it's called Blueberry Spritz. I think it's really going to be perfect, but we shall find out. Let me get some on my little, the back of my form here we'll use. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna, yeah, that'll be a good, nice color. Okay, just a little right there. I'm gonna take my long liner brush and get that prepped. Just kind of roll it around. Just load it up on here. Okay, let me see your hand, please. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna imagine that there's a line down the center. I'm gonna go to the right and to the left of the center. And just drag it straight down. I'll do this one first.
Right. Every 5 minutes he's on his deck, and he just stares, or squats, and stares at you.
And we're just gonna make as straight of a line as we can.
I mean, you mentioned coming out. I mean, he's medical calls or something.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know what happens, but when he first moved in he's been here about 6 months. The first couple months, it just seemed like every couple weeks, there was a handful of ambulances, cops out here, and they were bringing somebody out on a stretcher, you know, and like he was, you know, maybe he was sick or something, but it was just, it then became often, and I don't know if there was, like I said, I don't know if there was fighting going on, some whatever those reasons were, and I'm not
A little wider over here.
Notably, he uses the phrase, like I said, frequently. This is something called a referral statement, which is often used to bolster a statement. Though it's usually associated with someone lying.
That's a little
it doesn't
pale, actually.
necessarily mean that
I'm
it's
gonna add just a
leader.
little bit
Instead, could be an indication of how
more
he
blue to
or
this color.
something may
Let me
be
do
by
that
the
right now.
situation, which will be
Let me
understandable.
see, let me
If
grab
you
blue.
think of anything, don't hesitate to call, leave me a message, I'll get right back with you.
Sounds good.
So,
Yeah, I don't want my kids to see this, you know, in the morning. She's freaked out really bad.
okay,
I don't want my kids to see this.
if there was a life-saving efforts that needed to happen, it would have happened immediately. If there's something else going on, we have to wait. We want to make sure we do it right, so we will be here through the night.
Back in the interrogation room, Eldon explains what happened next after he shot
Okay,
his
I'm gonna
father.
add the tiniest bit of this color here, which is Besame. That might be a little bit too greeny blue. Hang on. I feel like I should have. You know what? I bet it's in my travel bag. Yeah. Okay, it's in my travel bag. All right, so I'm gonna add this blue, which is very similar. It is blue Caraco. Is that right, Jandy?
Curacao.
Oh, Curacao. Blue Curacao. Okay. Let me mix these two together and see what it looks like.
As rubbing the vagus nerve can slow an anxious heartbeat.
Okay, maybe that will be a little bit more stand out. I felt like it needed to stand out a little bit more. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let me see your hand, please. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Okay, I like this. Whoop. I lost my line. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on each nail. I'm already getting off on a crooked track here. Okay, let me balance my, here I'm gonna balance my pinky. How about that? Okay, I want it to be a little wider.
He's about your size, isn't he? He's not too small. And I know that he doesn't like, he's got some issues with space, some spatial issues. Really, it took me a while for him to like me, talk to me, so I was bigger. So I'm sure if he was upset, or if you yelled at him, I can see how he might act, but I don't know how he acted tonight, so I need you to tell me.
The detectives propose an alternative theory here, in the hopes that Eldon will admit to something, especially if they make it seem more acceptable. They seem to be saying that his brother may have acted out, which would give Eldon some kind of excuse for what he did. Eldon knows he can claim his dad as an excuse, but explaining viciously murdering his brother is another story entirely.
So you told him to get out. Yeah.
I feel like it needs to come in
Was your dad still calling for you?
here
Yeah. Okay. That was before.
just the slightest bit. And again.
So he started crawling. Told me to get him. He was holding this
Okay. After this one, I'm gonna have you nuke it, okay?
Okay.
Wait, I'm not in the camera, shoot. I hope I was in the camera before. You might have to pull it up and make sure I stay in the camera.
So who shot him? Your dad shot
Kind of like how we did last time, remember?
him? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
How many times? How many?
YouTube.
Yep. She's gonna make sure I stay where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. Well,
Eldon has sounded a bit unsure throughout the interview so far, but here he sounds even more uncertain, and there's an upward inflection in his voice.
The nice thing about these nails too is that it's a shabby chic design, which, you know, shabby chic,
He immediately returns back to
it's nice if it's,
above his knee.
okay, what do you need?
oh, I just kind of skipped a little bit. It's nice if it's just a little, you know, what would you say? Handmade?
And you were all in John's room? Okay. And I'm sorry, man.
Like has that little,
Small, so I just kind of lose track.
like that little extra touch that like you've done something, you know?
You said that you shot him in the stomach. Yeah.
Ooh.
Right. Did he crawl away?
Oh.
He crawled away.
Okay.
Once again, Eldon covers his mouth after saying he crawled away.
Yeah, if I need to scoot over, just
This
tell
part may not be a lie
me.
necessarily, but there could be something he's intentionally leaving out in this part of the story.
I need to
He
go
crawled up too.
just the tiniest bit wider. Okay, go ahead and go with the nuker with that. Let me see your other hand.
Your dad was shot in the belly, and he crawled up to John's bedroom.
Okay,
Where are you?
and I'm gonna do the same thing over here.
We're in the house. I'm not familiar with your house.
I feel like with the lines and stuff, like once you get kind of in a flow, sometimes it just takes getting in that little flow of creating these lines. This is how wide they look, you know, this is how wide they're gonna be. And you kind of get used to it. And I feel like they get better, usually, now that I've said that.
Sure, it sounds like you paused. There, shut. Okay. So when your dad was
What show are we going to tomorrow, Jandy?
did he have the shotgun?
Sure. Gigi LaFleur.
Oh, Gigi LaFleur.
He tried to shoot me, but he's stuck.
I don't know that I remember her.
TikTok.
Oh, okay.
The leg. Okay. Did you see that? No.
While rubbing his head, Eldon has
I
started
feel like
to
those are
sleep
not
with his
exactly
feet. He
straight.
brings his foot forward and tucks the toes under while clenching
Okay.
them. It's almost like his feet are taking the place of his hands for anxiety displays, since he seems to be working and not
Steady
using
myself
his hands
here.
too much. We don't get to see this often, since most people's feet are usually covered. But
Give me a
feet
little
can
bit
still
more on my
indicate
brush.
how people feel. We learn to lie with our words, and to a certain extent with our face and hands.
And
as
just
we're
bring
growing
it
up.
straight down.
These are the tells we're used to looking for, but most people never focus on the feet. Additionally, it would be extremely difficult to concentrate on the right words, facial expressions, hand movements, and feet movements. That's just a huge cognitive load on an individual.
I went a little bit wide over here, but I'm gonna fix it with my other brush. I'm just gonna continue on.
So I went outside. I couldn't hear it. I could still hear it screaming. John, are you dad? John, okay. How do you know it was John? Really? Daddy, stop talking. Okay. Dad, my dad comes up. Daddy, stuff. John, your head hurt, man. That's all right. It's better than let's do it.
Okay, let me go ahead and fix this real quick. So tell me if I need to scoot over or anything.
So if you don't remember, it's okay to say I don't remember. At least work with that.
Just gonna get my cleaner brush
You don't remember, you don't remember. Know what I mean?
and come right down. I'm wondering if I need to do the same over here. I don't think so, but if I do, I'll do it. Uh-oh, I just got...
Pretty difficult, okay? I get that. But at the same time, it just happened, okay? So I'm hopeful that you'll remember exactly what happened. So we have a better understanding of
We hear you,
what
Kiki.
occurred, what led up to this, things like that.
Okay,
Okay?
I'm gonna do one more finger, and I just got my cleaner brush completely dirty. Okay, I'll clean that in a second.
But it feels like
Let
there's
me get my little color palette up here,
follow me? Okay?
kind of out the way.
Make sure we fill in those blanks.
Steady my finger.
I think you said you went outside, so you didn't have to hear anymore? Yeah. What did you want?
That helps me, even though it may not look like it.
Want to hear your gunshots, don't want to hear your brother screaming. Okay, so at what point do you go back inside the house? I just walked in. After.
Are you excited to have matching toes and fingers again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very like put together.
You just with that shotgun? Oh, yeah. Machete. Full machete. So, had a lot of life and stuff on him.
Okay,
Yeah, did this even though he was shot? Yeah, he
let's
was
make
shot.
this just a tad bit wider.
Probably thought it was me. That John.
A little bit more still.
John shot him. Because he felt that things changed him. I don't know what happened. What did you see your dad do to Jonathan exactly with that machete? What you saw?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
It was just panic.
bring that up. Okay, and the nuker with that one.
It's okay.
And let me see your other one. We'll have to mix this up some more color possibly. Okay.
Was he making noise? John wasn't moving. Yeah. Pretty little shake.
Yeah, I'll have to mix this up some more color after this one.
He said,
So after we do this one, I'm gonna have you go in the nuker and I'll mix our color up, okay? Let me grab a little bit more on my brush.
Eldon doesn't quite seem to grasp the gravity of the situation and makes some interesting requests. Whether this is done in pure naivety or because of something darker remains to be seen.
Shop all your Lone Star favorites during Specs Texas Sale. Cheers to savings.
so am I gonna live? Sure, we're gonna live, okay? Just hang tight. Let's get
Okay, I'll have to
this
fix that in a second.
That's a great question, all right? Can I go back to my house and get my stuff? We'll work on some other things, okay? We'll just chat for a little while. What do you need from me? You sound like me, you know? You're in this glove, GTA 5. Betty brought me your glove, now that I mentioned it, not now. Here, there's my pen. GTA 5, what's that? GTA 5? Great, video game. Put it up my glove.
Okay, I'm gonna go just the tiniest bit wider.
In California right now? Yeah, okay.
And then let me clean this up.
I get a whole hour. We'll make sure we get a whole now.
Okay, let's get our cleanup brush.
What do you think she's got to say
I'm
about
already
that?
making a mess.
Eldon's mother, Tina, still lives in California.
Okay.
She and Junior separated after a tumultuous marriage.
Just going
marred
to
by
clean
financial
this.
hardship, drug use, and alleged.
I see some little something is in here.
You did that thing to her.
Probably a hair.
What kind of things did he do to her? Like, do you see things or do you not things?
And let me
In
fix this.
addition to more mouth covering and facial rubbing here.
Okay, and the nuker with this one.
Inferior position now.
Let's mix up some more color real quick. Use this blue. We don't need much more, so we'll just do a little bit more. Okay, a little bit of that blue and a little bit of our other blue. dab that on there. Okay.
This is an indication that Eldon may have held an immense grudge against his father for what his father allegedly did to his mother.
Okay, let's stir this around real quick.
Like the first time in the interrogation, when mentioning wanting to see his mother, Eldon would later tell a psychiatrist that he witnessed
Okay,
alleged
I think that looks good.
perpetrated by his father against
Okay,
his
if I can
mother.
see your other hand,
He
Jandy.
claims that on one occasion, Junior poured lighter fluid on his wife and
Okay.
threatened to light her on fire. In another instance, Eldon stated that Junior bound her with duct tape and held a gun to her head before forcing Eldon to urinate on her.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Eldon's oldest brother and Junior's son from a previous marriage.
What the world are we listening? No.
Could be violent when he was on drugs, but that he
True
never
crime
ignored
is
his sisters. He
crazy.
claimed that his father had recently kicked the drug habit and moved to Idaho to get his life back on track and be a better father to his two younger brothers.
Try to rest my finger
Anthony,
here.
as well as his grandfather Eldon Sr., alleged that Tina was the aggressor, not
I knew
Junior.
I was getting
In
off
2012, Tina pleaded no
on my
contest
line.
to a charge of willful child cruelty and spent 6 months in a Stanislaus County jail.
Scoot
It's
over
not clear
just a
whether
little
or
bit
not the child
more.
in question was Eldon.
And
At various
still.
points in their marriage, Tina and Junior both filed restraining orders against the other for domestic violence.
Have you seen any anger issues with him?
And a little bit more. Okay, one more on this hand.
Eldon Sr. crosses his arms here, which is likely a dislike response due to having to talk about his son's negative qualities.
Okay. Oh, I got a little bit too much on my brush. Okay.
Actually with Tina, because they lived on a beach and I asked her if I helped him buy a window.
Here we go. Okay.
Glass door, then let him go over.
It's coming along swimmingly.
So then I helped him because to his findings.
Why is that?
Because they couldn't afford it.
You know, how did they get broken?
Tina threw a lamp the first time through the door.
Where did you see this comedian at that we're going to be watching? Is it a comedian?
On TikTok, but she's on Instagram too.
Oh, TikTok and Instagram. Okay.
She said, that's that lady.
But your son is
Well, I'm thinking now, yeah.
Does she travel around or is she from here?
It's interesting here that he does a big hands up response.
Oh, okay.
At this point, he still believes
She's not
that
sure.
his son isn't responsible, though it looks like the officer introduces some doubt. Parents often want to believe the best about their children. They rarely want to admit their children might be the messed up one or part of the problem. It's much easier to blame others, but after what has occurred, he now has to figure out why his grandson
Okay, I feel like
would do
this
It's probably causing a lot
needs
of
to come the
cognitive
tiniest
dissonance for him.
bit
The more he has to think
and
about
more.
it, the less
Whoop.
certain he's likely to become.
you don't know for sure. You just get what he told you, right?
He told me
I think I overdid it. Yeah, I overdid it.
So did you see him get angry with the kids?
Well, maybe.
I need your total
Let's see.
honesty on this.
I'm going to go ahead and fill that in and see. Actually, it looks fine.
Maybe
Okay.
we talked about this.
I'm trying to think of the time he did lose his temper.
He appears really uncomfortable here and states not that.
Okay, if you'll go in the nuker with that hand.
He's probably
And let me see your
questioning
other one.
himself about what signs he missed.
Okay.
Notice that
Good,
he shifts
this
into a barrier
one.
position shortly afterwards as well. He's uncomfortable with having to face these facts because it doesn't fit with the picture he wants to have of his son.
I'm already off a little bit, so
He did.
He would yell at
fix this.
What would you yell? How would you yell?
the real high voice. Like,
Would you ever, cuss at him?
he didn't make fun of me, but he might have been by themselves.
Okay. So did you ever see him, use physical,
Okay.
Microphone and stuff, and he not
well, anything?
no, not in front of me. That's not to say it wouldn't happen when nobody else was around. It's to say that I never seen it, no.
Okay. And what would he yell at, Johnny?
I do need to fix this one. I did come in too far.
Contrasting statements made by family members, a pediatrician would later testify to the neglect that Eldon
Okay,
and
let me
his
fix this.
while living with their father. Eldon specifically was malnourished, had severe dental issues, and had many absences at school. Junior's alleged behavior was exacerbated by his prescription drug addiction. There were a number of medications collected from the house the night of the incident. Junior was prescribed several drugs for anxiety, sleep, and due to a workplace injury a few years before his death, muscle relaxers and opiates. Junior's autopsy showed a plethora of medications in his system, most notably large amounts of the sleep medication Ambien. According to Eldon, the medications also had a strange side effect. And detectives returned to something Eldon said earlier in
I need
his
to fix
interview,
that a little bit
something that is
better.
odd.
It's a little crooked over here.
Okay.
Okay, and still just a tiny bit wider.
You just attribute him taking that medication that's what they.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing over here, just a tiniest bit wider.
Did he say anything about zombies tonight? Yeah. What did he say? He said that there might be zombies outside.
Is he asleep?
Do you think I'm not trying to talk about you? Do you think there's zombies outside?
Okay,
Let me fix this one more time. Just a little bit.
Do you believe in the zombie apocalypse? Do you believe that's gonna happen?
okay, in the nuker.
Probably. What's going down in Ukraine?
Okay.
Eldon has his body in an interesting position here, sitting cross-legged with his arms barriered. It seems this line of questioning has him concerned and feeling defensive.
Can you talk to your dad about this type of stuff?
I'm just gonna kind of clean up my brush just a little bit here, because we're done with that one. Just set that to the side, and I'm ready for my next color. I'm just gonna save this blue in case we need it to kind of touch up. And let me get my next color. I'll just use again just the back of here, and we're gonna do some pinks. I've got a really bright pink called Pink Madness.
That her ex-husband was a survivalist that began training their sons for the inevitable.
Put just a little bit right here.
Another thing that Eldon's older brother rejects. Regardless, the cache of weapons, a new trailer on the property, and zombie.
Then I'm gonna have a medium pink, which is Juliet's Vow.
lend some credibility to Eldon's story. But there's still something fishy.
It's kind of a rose.
And detectives backtrack to what happened inside the house after.
Maybe a little bit more of this one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then I've got this kind of marbly pink, which is Pink Daiquiri. And I'm just gonna kind of put this one, I don't need much of this one, so I'm just gonna put it right there. And one more, which is Nude Negroni. I have to kind of look at it, make sure I'm seeing it right. It's just a very light, kind of pearly pink. Okay, and then one more that I'm gonna put over here is gonna be just a white. Well, actually, it's got just a, it's not all the way white. It's got just the slightest bit of pink to it. But that'll be perfect for what we're doing. Okay, then I'm just gonna use my little art brush here. Just gonna kind of point it just a little bit. Take my, let me actually take my, yeah, I'll use this. Okay, I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna dip into a little bit in here. Put this kind of to the side, and a little bit in this kind of whitey pink, and mix those together. And I want it to be a little bit of a swirl, just like that. Then I want to dip into, let's see, I want that one by itself, and I kind of want this one by itself. So let me just do a little bit more of a swirl.
So when you're outside, when that
Okay, there we go. Yeah, let me see one of your hands, Jandy. All right, I'm gonna kind of put my colors over here to the side so we can work. Okay, again, my 3D art brush. Actually, no, I was gonna use, because I'm doing, let's see, how did we do this last time? I'm trying to remember. Okay, I'm gonna use my tiny little liner here. This one. I think that's what I started with last time we did this. So I'm gonna dip into, well, let's do our rose first. And let me start on your thumb. Okay, and just right in the center, we're gonna kind of build a little bitty rose.
At what point did you come back and see your brother?
So I'm going to
At what point did you come back and see your brother? See my brother? Yeah.
just kind of go around like this. A little bit higher on this side.
He just casually
And
slides it in
then-
there like it's no big deal, or like Eldon had already admitted it, likely hoping that Eldon might not remember what he said earlier. Eldon does do some repeating of the question here, but also doesn't get angry about the officer saying he shot his brother.
Okay,
Which of course
then I'm gonna
Eldon
dip
is the person who
into
most
this
likely
pink
get pretty upset at this insinuation.
and just do
Eldon gives himself away a bit here.
Shit, brother.
some more little ones on the outer layer.
I thought you said your dad's dead. Yeah, he did. He had the shotgun. And he shot your brother. And either had a shotgun or a pistol.
And then into our little mixture here.
And gave it to brother from me. Gave it from my dad. But you were outside.
And I might have made it too big. I did. I kind of made it too big, Jandy.
Okay.
Let's start over.
Well, let's try it.
I kind of can't remember which brush I used last time. Let's try to do this one first. Okay, it needs to be really tiny. And that's too light. Here, let's do this one. It needs to be super tiny.
Detectives know Eldon is hiding something, and they're about to turn up the heat.
Okay, let's do this. You've been really helpful, and you've been honest
Okay, into my little bit of mixture here.
We talked about that. And for the most part, I think you're being honest. And you're the only one that knows.
And again, that went like too far. How the world did we do this? Sorry.
You're done. You're a shotgun.
Okay,
And a machete with them. And then you got a pistol.
a little bitty.
No way, and all that happened. One thing.
Okay.
Just tell me. I'm gonna listen. Pistol.
Like a little heart.
We're
then-
super good at our jobs.
Maybe I have too much on my brush.
Can't hurt you. Put pieces together like a puzzle. That's why they call them detectives. They detect things. But we're gonna figure it all out. How did your brother get shot? It's a whole story about a shotgun and a sitting over the crap. The real story. Okay, what's going to happen?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of running together.
I don't want to hear you. It doesn't make any sense. Be perfectly honest. And detail about a certain thing, and then kind of, well, your dad, he had a machete, or a shotgun.
It's really bizarre.
Oh, he shot the fella crawling around. No way that happened. So how did you know he shot? Just to touch the clean, so that like have a machete and just stick it up the wall. He said, come on, get out. Get out. Okay. Listen, you cut your brother? Yeah. With a machete? Yeah. Where did you cut him?
Let me see our little rose that we did the other day, because I'm not doing something right.
How many times did you cut him?
It's not working for me. Something is going wrong. I'm gonna dip into this one while you're pulling it up. Okay, so we did these little roses the other day. I'm gonna try to duplicate that. Let me see your hand here. What's going on? What's going on?
Your dad was dragging all this stuff around.
Okay, so I did
You're gonna send me out a piece of yourself, which was a total crap story.
a little bitty heart.
What happened?
The
Okay.
detective moves into the confession position here. It's important to know that as humans, we naturally mirror body language when we're engaged in conversation with others. And our body
Okay, then we
language can affect
took
our openness and mood.
a color similar to
This
this one.
officer is taking advantage of this by modeling
And
the
we
confession
did
pose in an attempt to get Eldon to join him in the pose that is most likely to elicit honesty in
around,
the confession.
Again,
and around.
he hit me. Okay, I shot him. Okay. Sure, your work happened. Okay. Wasn't it like one right after the other?
Kind of like that.
Shot
And
him
then
3 times in the head.
into our
right
white.
after each other.
Just
Is that how that worked? Well, did he crawl up the hallway like you said earlier? It sounds like that's you. He did crawl up the hallway. Yeah, after a shot once, you would have jumped him. So you're still saying that your dad crawled up the hallway? Okay. He gets into your brother's room?
that is just not right. Well, Jandy, we might have to do something completely different. Just not look good. Hang on here. We're not going to do something completely different. I did this the other day, so let me think how I did it. I think I had a brighter, now that I'm looking at it, I had a brighter pink. Let me grab that. Okay, let me get my brighter pink on here. Okay, let's see what we got.
How many times did you swing the machete at a lot? How many's a lot? A lot. Ballpark. More than 50? Not 50. 30. 30 times? Just. Can you hit him anywhere else other than here? His legs, probably. Hit him in his legs? Anywhere else? Head? Head. Head. You did hit him in the head? Yeah. Where at the head? The back. Back was that?
Hang on, since we've got time, because we're not in a hurry, let me, ooh, it's on my phone, shoot. Okay, we can do this, we can do this. Right, I don't like this color. Not that I don't like it, it's just not working for me. So let me get a different one.
Where do you think he hit him? Or where do you try?
Let's try this one.
Where? Where was him? What do you think? What were you aiming at? I was aiming at him.
Okay,
Where?
now,
Him's he's under the bed.
okay, let me push her. Will you help me get that light back down just a little bit further?
So one shot, you didn't see him, you just
Thank you.
where he was in the shot. Or tried to see. Okay, so what were you looking at?
I feel like we started with this one, I feel like.
What about 45? 45. Did you shoot him with that at all? Be honest.
And then,
I got people that are promising right now. Okay, so we're asking you for trust. You cannot leave anything out. Shot what? Well, this is where I'm at with this.
Eldon's
It's
toes
too
are
big
tucked
already.
under and crossed. Once again, he rubs at his neck in a position that's automatically calming to the heart.
I think you told us quite a bit, but I think that you've left a lot of stuff out. Okay.
Likely without meaning to, Eldon nodded when the officer says he left a lot of stuff out.
I think you told us quite a bit, but I think that you've left a lot of stuff out. Okay. And so, you know, there's any
wipe this
BS
off a
you
little
said
bit.
just a little bit ago, clear it up when we come back in. Okay? So give us a few minutes, and then we'll come back in, like use the restroom, and we'll talk again, okay? Just stay tight, all right, pal? Okay. And get some shoes. Just hang on.
Eldon has finally come clean about hurting his brother, but the question
let's go
remains,
into the brighter
will
one.
he give detectives the whole story?
So,
is too big.
Okay, for pushing it, yeah.
Okay, how many times are we gonna try to draw a rose? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna mix a little bit of this like that.
Which is that he supposedly shot his father in self-defense.
Scoop in here.
However, we later learned that Eldon's understanding is limited when it comes
A little
to
bit
what
of the
truly
white.
constitutes acting in self-defense. He slipped into the detective's
Maybe
model
I just
confession
kind of-
pose posture as well, though not as far down.
Did you have guns in at that point? I didn't know if he had millimeter on. But you have already had 45 at this point, right?
No.
How did you get the gun
It's
from
too
your dad?
big.
It was on the ground and dropped it on the couch. No, under the couch for where he keeps it. I just took it, just like clip out, stick out the bullet, put it back. And then Dad pushed it. He just pushed it. Okay? And then do you say anything to him after that? Like anything? I said stop. Okay? That it? Yeah. Okay, and then he does it again.
You know what the really bad thing is you know, like the other one that we did it on TikTok, so it didn't save it. You know what I mean?
Pushing me hard. Okay. Was he trying to get you to sit down? Was he trying to was he just pushing me somewhere? No.
Okay. I gotta figure out how the world we did this.
He was just pushing. And he didn't say any words.
We did such a great job too, didn't we?
By his hands, the detective is attempting to convey a sense of confidence and leadership in this situation.
Okay.
He's taken the lead in questioning and is reflecting that with his nonverbal cues.
I remember
His elbows out and is taking up a lot of space.
making a little heart
Confidence.
and then kind of
You tell him to stop. He pushes you again and you shoot. Okay. And that's when you get into the belly.
going around, but not a lot though.
Okay. And is Dad kind of backing you in your bedroom? Trying to get out. Don't you're trying to get out of your bed. And he's trying to keep you in your bedroom.
That ain't it. Listen, we really might have to do something different here. Okay, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do little cherries. How's that sound? And you guys, whenever I do figure out what I'm doing wrong with my flour, because we did such a great job the other day, I'll come back and do a little tutorial on how I did it. I'm sure it's something stupid, like I'm not using the right brush or something. Okay, I'm gonna put this one right here.
Is Dad saying anything to you at this point? No. Okay. And then as he's dropped up, then you, at that point, is that when you take 2 more shots?
Okay, you see this one?
But you don't think that is
This
the
one's
job.
gonna go right in the center again
Okay, so then you took 1 more shot up higher.
and be
Okay.
just a little bit bigger
You knew
on this one.
that he probably wasn't dead or might not die because of what you, the 3 shots prior, but you thought this shot would cause him to die. I understand that it's traumatic and things like that, but at the same time, I don't.
This one's
think
gonna
you
go
right now
over here.
yourself seem like a pretty smart kid. Doesn't know what happened. So I need you to be 100% honest with me. So detectives on the scene that
Okay.
are telling me
And this one
and what they
just
believe
right
happened or
on
has happened.
the tip here.
And so I need you to be 100% honest with me about that, because some of the stuff you're saying is contradictory to what the evidence is telling.
Okay, and then you go with that hand and give me your other hand, please.
Usually, the evidence doesn't lie.
Okay, this one again,
Usually. And I say that because sometimes it happens. But in
right
this
on
case, I
the
don't think that it is. It's not too hard to
tip
understand.
here, and I'm just kind of doing them like some one hangs a little bit lower than the other
Exactly all the details of what happened. And when
because I don't want it to be perfect.
basically
I think a lot of the fun is in when it just looks very fun and kind of whimsical.
So, with that being said, did you see me, brother? Throw.
By saying with what, Eldon avoids having to say no or yes. He's trying to find out what information the detectives have already first before he admits to anything.
You tell me I wasn't there. It's a
Okay.
simple question.
This one in the center
I
again.
don't know. I wasn't there, Eldon. Maybe that's not the question. I guess. Okay. So, what gun did you shoot him with? I think it was a shotgun. I told you not.
And we may end up,
Okay. A few to me is 3. Okay. So how many times did you shoot?
doing glitter on our cherries. I'm not sure yet though.
2 at a time. Then something try to get on the thing. So how many times do you think you hit a shotgun? And where? Legs. 5 times. You hit her the legs 5 times.
Okay,
Each
thumb.
5 shots to the legs.
Let me see your other thumb real quick, just to make sure I'm even.
So then what happens?
All right, let me see how big these are. On your thumb, it was a little bit bigger. Okay. Fine. Huh? Oh. Okay, let me compare. Okay, a little bit bigger.
Okay. And then the machine came later. Can you stand up for me and show me how you swung in him? And don't do it to either one of us. Maybe face that wall and it shows what you did. I was like, on the couch that got the mattress cushion. And I was,
Okay, and the nuker?
like that. I just. What do you say?
All right, let's see what we got going on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up my next color. I'm gonna go ahead and put these little towelettes on top of that just so I don't dip in there. Okay, let's do our green. I'm not gonna do a bright green. I'm actually just gonna do a very earthy green. Okay. Oh, thank you for asking me. The name is Pure Nature. Okay. Same brush. Just gonna use my little tiny brush here. I wonder if that green won't be bright enough. Oh no, it's good, okay.
Was it hard? As hard as you could. Perfect. That's what I wanted to know. Once he's outside the head, you hit him in the back of the head. Where else do you hit him after that? Nowhere else. That was it. Was he dead? I don't think. Was he moving? Well, what else did he shave? Was he moving because you were in there, or was he moving on his own?
Okay.
He was moving. Okay.
Whoop.
Does he say anything?
Got a little hair. Okay.
I thought he was ass-bombing you. Yeah. You know the expression. You said that. Those are your words, not mine. He's being quiet. That on the his head. Yeah. And then it opens.
Now that they're making headway on how Junior and Jonathan were killed, it's time to ask the most important question.
Why'd you do it?
You know what? This one looks a little chunky. Hold on.
He was really fun and taking medication. He's taking medication. In the stores.
Almost messed up.
It
There.
seems that Eldon may have wanted to
Almost
eliminate
messed us
what
up.
he perceived as the root of the family's problems. From Eldon's perspective, his father may have been the most severe issue in the household because of his alleged abuse of the boys and Eldon's mother. Eldon is, after all, a child.
No, ma'am.
So his thinking and way of
Come here.
processing the dysfunction in the family
Edie.
come from the perspective of a young teen who may have been abused and neglected. It's very possible that his father may have blamed his issues on the kids, which is typical of neglectful parents. Eldon may have believed this, which could explain his anger toward his brother.
Okay.
It's important to keep in mind that in the teen years, the brains of adolescents are still developing, particularly the frontal lobe, which means that they may act impulsively or may act on intense emotions or issues at home
Okay,
without
and the new
fully
girl?
considering or fully
Is your
understanding
other
the
one?
different dynamics of the issues. It's important to consider the role of how teenagers think and process information because at this age,
Well, you
it's
weren't looking for
typical
cherry
kids to
nails, were you?
fantasize about escaping situations
It's kind of
they
a
don't like.
surprise for you.
In Eldon's case, it was much more than just something he doesn't like. This may have led him to resort to such extreme measures.
How long have you been hating them? Years? Yeah, how many years?
Wait a,
You're 14.
wait a minute. Okay.
5 years? You've been hating them 5
This is why I kind of need like a
Yeah.
keep my pictures on my laptop so that way I can, or not my pictures, my videos, so that way I can reference back. I mean, I know that that one wasn't on, we didn't have it recorded yet, but I know I had saved one that I really liked, and that's kind of where I got the idea for how we did them. I've got a picture of what we did on her toes. I'll show it to you guys here in a minute, and I'll figure out where we went wrong. Okay, let's go this way and this way. Just a little up here. Connect that. Okay, and the new girl. Hmm? Oh, you're talking to her. Okay. Let's see what we look like here. Oh, they're very cute. I do feel like we need something. I'm gonna put like some little leaves. Let me grab one more shade of green. Okay, let's do this one. I'm gonna do this one, and we're just gonna add some little leaves. Get my little. I'm not gonna add leaves on all of them, just some of them. Here, let's do it with this one.
Tell me about times your dad has beaten you in the past. I think you said between the last time and tonight it has been about 8 months. Is that still accurate? Okay, and prior to the 8 months, how many times has your dad, like you said,
And on this one, just kind of pull it out a little bit. Okay.
Eldon avoids the question here and instead
Another one though, I think I'm gonna do it over here.
So what happened there? You're trying to stop her. What happened to him? What did he do? So at hospital.
Okay, and the nuker for a second. Let me see your other hand.
Hospital?
Okay, I'm gonna do it on this one.
What did you say when he got out? What did you say to your dad?
Okay, and on this one.
You can tell me you were pissed at him, or you loved him, or you hated him. What did you think? I would be glad.
Okay, this one.
You called the police on him? Okay.
Eldon admits to harboring a lifelong hatred for his brother who was severely autistic and required a lot of their father's attention. But had Eldon been planning to kill his family all along, or did he simply snap?
So where did we leave off? We left off with what happened.
Okay, if you'll nuke that.
Okay. And then we were talking a little bit
And then I am gonna grab, let's see, I want a glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Here, let's do this glitter. Okay, you ready?
He said it's been going on quite some time.
And I'm not gonna put glitter on all of them either. Just a couple. I'm gonna put it on the thumb.
That, you know, not only does he upset you, he upsets your dad, he upsets your mom. Who else does he upset? Hysterically.
Just kind of right in the center. Let me see your middle. Okay. Have we done cherries on you before?
Sure.
I don't either.
How long was the lie? Can you tell me what kind of thoughts you had when you think about hurting your brother?
Okay, and let's do your pinky.
So, what were your ideas on how to make that happen?
Okay, and the nuker with that one. And let me see your other one. And again, we're gonna do thumb, middle. I gotta get some more. No, wait, there it is. And pinky.
If I like get my dad bought a candy bar for John and I told him not to eat it,
Okay, nuke.
I walked back to me.
And now I'm going to grab a dark blue. Oh, yeah, let's do dark blue. Kind of a jean blue. Let's see. A jean color blue. Kind of like this one. Like a dark denim. Okay. Let's put that over there. Watch me not be able to get this one open. Okay. This right here. Okay. All right. I am going to
Eldon's intense eye rubbing is a continued form
back in here. Get some on my brush. Okay. See your thumb, please.
Okay, and we talked about that a little bit, but other than pushing and stuff like that, you haven't told me anything that would lead me to believe that your dad was gonna kill you. So what am I missing? Let's have you predict that tomorrow. So, when you were walking and he was crawling to the brother's room and you saw him and he was propped up, were you thinking, you know how we talked about it? I talked about, hey, we got these voices to the side and say, well, I'm not gonna let that happen again, I'm not gonna do that. Did you go in there and say, you say to yourself, I'm gonna kill him, or did you think that? What? What did you think when you were walking to your brother's bedroom when they got in your hand?
I may have made that too.
Well, yes, I know that's how it is. I stood with his truth or words. He said, correct or me. That's what he thought. Yeah.
Shush yourself. I'm enjoying my discounts.
This is the quiet section.
Now why are you talking?
That looks too little.
Welcome to our world of extraordinary hydration science.
Meet Liquid IV sugar-free hydration, scientifically formulated with electrolytes, vitamins, and zero artificial sweeteners. Liquid IV, sugar-free.
It's hard to tell, but Eldon may be crying, or attempting to look like he's crying. His statements about getting mad at his brother for not handing over his candy bar clearly show he's quite the self-absorbed young person. So if there's tears, they're likely because he's realized he's not going to be walking away from this at this point.
So did you walk in there knowing that you had to kill your dad? Yeah. That was your only option. option. Is what you did. And I'm just trying to understand what you're thinking. I'm not saying that's what I'm asking. Was your only thought that your dad needed to die so he didn't come back and hurt you? Yeah. Is that fair? Anybody else? Okay, is that fair? What I'm saying, is that accurate? Okay. So I don't want to put words in your mouth, okay? I don't want to put words in your
Okay,
mouth.
Nick.
I want to make sure these are
And let me see your other one.
Okay. So what did you do because of that? Because he would either hurt you, your mother, your grandparents. What did you do so he couldn't do that?
Am I in the shot?
Okay.
Did I veer off? Okay, good.
Did you do that with the intention on killing him? Yeah. Why, if your issue was with your dad that night, which it seemed like it started there, why kill your brother? Just because of everything else that you told me? Yeah. It seemed like he cared for John more than anybody. Your dad did? Yeah. Okay.
Why actually he's talking like that?
That upset you? Because John was like,
Okay, let's see this one.
your perspective, John's the best one in the house, that's your perspective from how, what dad treated you versus him. So how many times in the last month have you thought about killing your dad's brother? Just that night. Just what night? This night? So you never thought about it prior to this? Now earlier you told me that you had. What? You said, I mean, point the tape back, but you said, if he did it again, I was thinking if he did it again, punch me again or push me again, that would.
Oh.
Yeah, but.
Thank you.
That was continuing on, I just couldn't do it. So that's why he's asking that question. I just couldn't do it. I did that one night.
Okay, Nick.
Yeah. Good night. Okay. So, but you thought about it.
These are really cute.
Have you ever acted on
Okay,
it?
let me
Like,
do.
been ready for
Okay, let me see your hand again, please. Okay.
But I guess that's what I'm asking.
Am I in
Did
the
you ever prepare yourself to
staying in the center?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to
You said that.
take this.
Yeah. Is that accurate?
We're gonna draw
Yeah. Gave your brother not to kill him?
the tiniest little pinstripe.
Well, yeah. You do? And is that why you did it tonight? Not just that. What else?
And just right down the center.
He was part of the reason why I did that. If he wasn't here all this time, my dad would be taking medication. My mom would have lunch. Good minute. Okay, so you blame your brother for
Right
you
down the
not
center.
being together. Okay. Can you blame your dad a little bit for that same thing if I heard you right?
Not doing it on all of them, just kind of skipping around.
How he treated your mom. Is that accurate? So, is it fair to say because of those reasons that you have some serious
that
anger
again,
towards
just-
both of them? Not anymore. No, towards your dad, brother.
Right down the center. Okay, I'm gonna leave your thumb alone. Let me go ahead and put that one in the nuker, and then we get your other one.
You were all that fond of dad either.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see, we're gonna go.
Again, this is me asking you questions. It's self-defense. What was self-defense?
On the outside.
Why? Push me. Said he never saw. Okay.
Okay,
Why do you think a push by your dad and he's done it before? Okay.
and then right down the middle.
I guess I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it and I'm asking, not, not trying to hurt your feelings or anything like that, but I'm asking. kid? Yeah. Yeah, anytime
Fix
my dad
this.
pushed me when I was a kid. Yeah, like, pushed me like,
Okay.
hit.
The officer is a little out of line here. Just because your dad pushed you around as a kid, which wasn't okay, it doesn't excuse any dad pushing their kid around. It's not clear exactly what he's trying to do here, as this question has been asked and answered the same multiple times now.
And so, kind of pushed you, hit you with that chest there. Okay. Okay. Did you ever have a kid go punch you? If not, like in California, you ever had a kid go punch you?
Okay. And this one.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. You ever feel like you needed to shoot him? Yeah. Okay. You need to punch him back. Okay. What if I punch you in the chest? Like right now? Yeah. I'm not gonna do it, so I'm not trying to get you worked up. What if I did that? What do you feel like you need to do? Yours? Shoot me to defend yourself? I punch you. I punch your neck.
Hold on.
Fair enough. So why didn't you just punch your dad back? I did that before. Okay. So why not tonight? I'm just trying to understand that, you know, Eldon, why it went to the point now that we are sitting here with
Okay, and the new girl.
and your dad, your brother.
Okay, let me see your hand.
Does that bother you?
All right, so let's get our top coat and top coat. They're very pretty. Do I need to go darker? Let me. Oh, I think they're cute. Okay. I like that blue, the darker blue in there too. I think it's really pretty.
Eldon claims to have no remorse for what he did. It seems that his anger supersedes any other emotion he might have, at least here during the interrogation. This is an indication of the extent of the anger that Eldon has harbored against his father and brother. It's so strong and so deep that even after all is said and done, after the adrenaline rush of the situation has subsided, and his father and brother are being referred to in the past
It's
tense,
still kept it very vintagey, right?
sadness or emotion for them.
And it's
Also an
springy. We got our
indication of how
fruit.
troubled Eldon is. When asked, Natasha, Eldon's half-sister, said that Eldon didn't have a chance in
Am I in the
reference to his
shot?
childhood. It's possible that he may feel relief now, even though Eldon knows he's likely to face consequences for what he did.
Dallas College helped Cecilia make it all the way to graduation. Dallas College, education that works better.
On March 28th, Dr.
Okay. Oh, I need to get some more top coat. I am running out.
Create your own sunshine. Rinsing out every day, everywhere with Jergens Natural Glow.
Whoop, now I got a whole bunch.
Get some prices for me. Like some sort of savings wizard? Exactly.
Join the club.
Join the club and find quality products at incredible prices. Savings wizard. Join the club. Sam's Club.
What impacts you every day? Undeniably, there's one influential book that shapes the way we measure, create, ignite change. The Bible Secret is all around you. Discover how at Museum of the Bible.
So what are you crying about? Are you crying because you got caught?
Okay, nuke that one.
Why are you upset?
And let me see the other one. You're gonna nuke that for 60.
The police came. Why are you upset? Why are you crying? It's sometimes it's difficult for you to talk about this if you don't care if they're dead. You know? Do you know? If you don't know, you don't know. Alright. But you're not
Did he kill his dad? Is that what I'm hearing?
over
Oh.
visiting dead.
Wonder if this is that kid that got away. Did you hear about that one?
You kind of feel
You'll have to
that
listen to
you're
it.
not at all for your brother. Yeah. How long?
He just got off. I think it was this week.
Saying that you only thought about this tonight. You know, that's a pretty.
And I think it was, I'm not sure because I haven't heard the trial yet, but I believe at least what he was saying was that he was asking for help.
Why? Why tonight?
The boy was.
Wait longer. Okay, so how long did you wait?
Hey, how are you?
Thought about it. Like, what if you repeat it?
It's been a lonely night in here tonight.
Yeah, like a after he beats me, takes away my stuff.
Just doing some cutesy spring nails.
Think about doing it. I could do it. I stopped. Stopped thinking about it. So between the last time he beat you and tonight, how many times have you thought about it? Just stopped. Stopped thinking about it. Just did it.
Okay.
Well, we're not gonna get it, but how many times did you think about it?
So relax your thumb just a little bit.
Thought about it every time you beat me. I guess that's my point, because if I'm understanding your story, the last time he beat you was 8 months ago. And then tonight.
Okay, Nick,
So in between those
for 1 minute.
how many times did you think about
And let me grab our cuticle oil. Okay, let me see you.
Do you recall ever thinking
If I can see this hand. Let's do our, oh wait, I'm grabbing the wrong stuff. Hold on. We don't want that one. I don't want that one. Where are you? Yeah, hold on. I think I left it in here. Hold on. You can show them your nails while I grab the cuticle oil.
You never dreamt about it, thought about it, about killing your brother, even though you hate him and he's the cause of
Very, very cute.
Yeah. But you never thought about killing
Okay,
your
I will zoom out just a little bit.
But you have had thoughts about killing your dad in the past.
Let's see here. A friend of mine made this cuticle oil for me, and it is, I love it. It smells super, super good. I'm gonna find out. She used to make all this kind of stuff herself and sell it, and then she stopped. But honestly, I will buy it from her. She does a really, really great job. Smells really, really good. She makes a lot of holistic products, and if I end up, because this is the best cuticle oil I have ever tried. So if I end up getting some from her, I will let you know where she's selling it at. She'll probably just sell it on, I think she said she sold it before on TikTok and, I don't know, TikTok and Instagram maybe, or maybe she had thought about doing that before. But it is wonderful stuff. Okay, let me see this hand. So this hand is exactly the same. I still think it's gonna look really, really cute with your pedicure. And it's a little different, which I kind of like. You know what I mean? It's not exactly, but I tell you what though, whenever I do figure out where I went wrong with that rose that I was trying to do, I am gonna come back on and we'll make a video about it. It has been such a slow night, huh? Yeah, I thought we would have more people. We actually like purposely waited to do this in the evening because I thought, well, maybe we'll have like a little crowd, you know, people who can't find anything to watch on TV. I know that's usually us most of the time. So we'll be over on the TikTok watching, and not TikTok, over on the YouTube watching just whatever. But, or, you know, something relaxing, scrolling through our phone. You know how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put some lotion on you. I'm losing my voice. Let me see this hand.
We talked about it earlier. Tonight? Yeah. The black knife? Sure. Whatever knife he was there. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Where is it? I love it there, I think. What'd you do with it, though? I'll let it stop. It's joking. With the knife, not understanding the knife. I know. Yeah, what were you doing with the knife? Stabbing.
Does it hurt?
Stabbing him.
Okay, good.
Okay, with the knife, not understanding. Okay, so, see that's a new...
You're really tense. Can't get you to relax, huh?
How many times did you stab him? 15, 14 times. Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. You
Just give you a little bit of a massage while we're
correct.
rubbing this in.
Good. And then
Can we see this one?
approximately 30 times that kind of sketched all over the body for the most part. Arms, legs,
a moment to let him answer on his own. This may be a change in strategy because they don't want to give him too long to think and formulate another lie. It's also possible that they're shocked at his responses and a bit emotional themselves, which would be completely understandable.
It's a lot of anger. Any other weapons that Ray had talked about that you used, and I used, that you used tonight? There's other weapons, but they were used. What do you think should happen to you?
Did you, is that a blister from when you were working on the
What should happen?
Normally, interrogators pose
lawn
this
stuff?
the punishment
She's
question
been
early
trying
on
to
in the
build a
discussion,
little bit of a garden.
long after the suspect is admitted to the crime. This may be
How's it coming
meant to
along?
gauge his understanding of right and wrong, or to see if he
Good,
feels
now
any
that I got
remorse
clothes.
whatsoever. If he still
You
said
did?
the
Okay,
warning
relax.
about going to live with his mom or
Okay,
counseling,
let me
or
see
any kind of soft answer, then
what
it
they
would
look
prevent
like.
him from having a
They're very,
remorseless
very
frame of mind.
cutesy. Yeah, I like those. And what we'll do tomorrow, we'll, like early in the morning when there's really, really good lighting, we'll go out there and take photos of your nails and your pedicure together. That way, because I think it'll be a super cute combo. And let me show you guys her pedicure. This is kind of what her pedicure looks like, if you can see it. It's got like little flowers and stripes as well. Yeah, it's really cute. I think that'll be real cute together. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching for those who came in, and trying to show you before we exit here. But thank you for coming in. If you came in to support and watch, and I will be back. All right, thank you, Jandy, for being my hand model today. Putting up with me. All right. All right, thanks, guys, and I will catch you very, very soon. We've got some new product to show you as well, so very soon. All right, bye-bye.